Friends, while I share with you this yummy recipe of how I made this pasta, I'm going to give you a story of what I heard my husband discussing on phone. The secret I found out my husband has been hiding from me made me cry. So on this very fateful day, I told my husband I wasn't going to work. That was because I don't feel well at all. This was because I've been suspecting him doing some corny things around me, receiving some phone calls I don't understand, and always trying to keep his phone away from me. What could he be up to? These were my questions, and I wanted to find out. You know how women are when they want to know something. He said he was going to fix something for me to eat before he leaves for work, so I won't have to stress myself. Okay, thanks. I lay on my bed waiting for him to bring what it was. And when he came back, he tried to tell me that the food was ready, but I did not answer him. That's because I pretended like I passed out. I left some drugs on the table like sleeping pills. He actually thought I took those drugs. I heard him say, "Why will I do such thing? I must be really sick." So he gave a call to that same person again, telling the person how bad my condition was, and he's really scared of leaving me alone in the house. And I heard the person insisting on coming to take care of me. That was when I knew it was my sister. I wanted to jump up and squeeze his head. "So you are cheating on me with my sister? How could you? Oh man." Well, something in me kept telling me to calm down so I will see the end of the issue. So like I actually thought, my sister came. She told him I would be fine, that he shouldn't worry, he should go to work, that she would take care of me. In my mind, this life is wicked. So they didn't even call a doctor. Neither did they even call any other person for help. Maybe they want me out of the way so that they can continue their love affair. I was really scared for my life. He went on to tell her that he is really scared and wanted to open up to me before I find out from someone else. My sister convinced him not to, saying that it will break my heart if I find out. And that was how he left me in the hands of my sister. And when he left, I was scared. What kind of a sister do I even have? So she sat beside me, she held my hands. She kept on saying, if only I knew how lucky I am to have a husband like mine. If only I knew how wonderful the kind of man I have is. So in my mind, is that why you want me out of the way? So that you can have my husband? Why can't you just have your own? Something in me kept telling me to remain sleeping. But when she kept on talking, I could no longer bear it. I jumped up and I held her 2 hands so it wouldn't be fast for her to hold me first. "Why are you like this? You are my younger sister. I love you like I love my own life. Why will you hurt me this bad? Of all men in the world, why did you choose my husband?" She jumped up in anger and asked me what I'm talking about. I said, "You know, don't pretend. I heard everything. So you are having an affair with my husband, your own elder sister's husband. How could you? How could you be this wicked?" She was so angry. She asked me to calm down because my head wasn't in good shape to have this kind of conversation. I said I'm fine. I pretended like I wasn't okay so I could find out what was going on. I was only shocked that you were the one involved because you were the only one I thought of calling to tell my problems. I didn't know that you were my problem. She asked me to calm down, that she can explain everything. That was when she told me never to mention these accusations to my husband because he is a good man. She went on to tell me that my mom has been sick, even though I was aware of that, but not what I actually thought. She said my mom had a kidney problem and they needed a kidney transplant. And this time around, there was no money. Of course, we don't have money. My husband had decided to sell his only house that he inherited from his parents in order to help us out with it, so he can take my mother out of the country for a proper surgery. What? Why will he do that? I know how important that house is to my husband. He must be going through a lot to want to put that house to sale just to save my mom. She went on to tell me that he also took a loan with his car, and now the people he collected the money from want to collect his car because he was not able to pay the money. What? You mean this man has been going through all this? But why did he not tell me? She further went to say that my husband said I'm too scared, and also I would not let him go that far in helping my family. Yes, I won't let him go that far in helping my family because I know how important he is to me. I won't want anything to happen to him in order to save my family. This man must be going through a lot. I hope he doesn't break down. Oh my God, what have I been thinking in my little head? Now I'm grateful to that spirit in me that stopped me from attacking my husband. Thank God it was my sister I confronted, not my husband. How would he have felt? This man is going through a lot just to help me. Yet I was thinking all this about him. Would he have ever been able to forgive me for being ungrateful? I hope my sister will forgive me too. Immediately I went down on my knees. I begged my sister to forgive me for thinking of such about her. And I also begged her not to let my husband know this was going on in my mind. She promised. She also told me she has forgiven me. Thank God. Thank God that this was how it ended. So this man has been going through a lot just to help me, and I was busy jumping into conclusion. You see why they say communication is the key to every happy home. Make sure you always communicate your feelings and your thoughts. Never you jump into conclusion. Always ask questions before you think or before you assume. And if you are the person being asked a question, make sure you answer in a polite way too, as the question will come in a polite way. This is the only way both partners will understand each other and live together happily and feel safe around each other. Hope you enjoyed this story. I hope you understand too, and I hope you have learned something from this. Most of the time, it's not always what we think. That is why it's very good for us to ask questions. Thank you so much for listening to my very interesting story. And also, hope you enjoyed the recipe you saw on the screen. Please support my channel. Follow my page on Facebook for more interesting story, and also subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget to also follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Please kindly like this video, share for someone to learn from it, and give us a thumbs up. Let me hear your comment. Let me know where you're watching these stories from. Drop a comment. Let's see what you think about this video. Thank you for always supporting us. Bye.